Jesus Christ. You cannot just be in my house.
I don't get to eat those a lot.
What are you doing here anyway?
Excuse me. My computer's on the fritz. It overheated in hell, naturally. And they only have Xbox down there, so I figured I could come up here and use your computer.
Did you open a portal to hell in my house? Is that safe?
No.
Is that okay?
I opened a portal from hell. There's a big difference. Quit being such a baby.
Yeah, okay. What game are you gonna play?
Little game, you probably ain't never heard of it. It's called Powerslave.
Yeah, it's the old build engine game with the,
Shut up, dork.
Are we gonna download this thing or not? I guess.
Alright, let's do this.
How do you know my password?
I could see in your eyes that it was... Plus, I just look over your shoulder sometimes when you don't know I'm here. Alright. Look at all the trash you have. Let's see. Powerslave. It's not here.
I think it's pretty much abandoned.
They just re-released it.
Okay, well, check GOG then.
Yeah, I know, dummy. Hold on. Where's the store? Here's the store. Alright. Powerslave. Alright, I found it. You just need to put in your PayPal info here.
Okay, move over.
Calm down. I got this.
What do you mean you got this? How do you have this?
Omniscience.
You're not omniscient. You don't even know how to use YouTube.
Selective omniscience. I don't need to know how to use YouTube, but sometimes I need your PayPal info. Tell them about Powerslave.
I don't know. It was called Exhumed in Europe. It used the build engine on PC, but the slave driver engine on the Saturn and the PlayStation.
Yeah, thanks, but I was really talking to my boy Andromalius, Great Earl of Hell, Punisher of Thieves.
Oh yeah? I wonder what he thinks about you using my PayPal information.
You let him do that, you dork.
Did you bring a demon into my house?
I can only open portals from hell. He's got to help me get back. Stop being such a little bitch. Tell him about the game, Andro.
I only ever played the Saturn version back when we had those in hell. We don't use PCs down here, Jeff.
Just read the Wikipedia page, then. Fuck! I don't know, how the hell did you get to be an Earl anyway? Fucking incompetent.
Powerslave is the 5th studio album by the English heavy metal band Iron Maiden. I'm sorry, this is obviously the wrong page. Powerslave.
This thing is an absolute classic. It is yet another build engine masterpiece.
Software and published by Playmates Interactive. It was released in North America, exclusive to the Sega Saturn.
Oh my god. It's all just the fucking same. It all looks the same. As if you got these fucking cat ladies and the fucking mummy men, these damn Anubis sons of bitches, and the fucking fish. You said this was a classic.
What? No, I didn't.
I distinctly remember the words build engine masterpiece being thrown around. That was you.
I really don't think it's that bad, Jeffrey.
Yeah, well, it ain't that good either. I think we need to talk about the weapons.
It's The Gun Show, starring Jeff Galactus. Tonight, we have the entire firearm cast of Powerslave, the musical stylings of Iron Maiden, and the debut of Neil Peart and the Gun Show Band.
Alright, welcome to the Gun Show, everybody. So happy to be here as always. How about a big round of applause for the new leader of the Gun Show Band, Mr. Neil Peart. You got some big shoes to fill, Neil. Not many people can rival the legend that is Mr. Kenny Aronoff. But you know what? I think you're up to the task. Isn't Neil Peart dead? Of course he is. How else do you think I met him in hell? Dumb son of a bitch over here. Let's bring out our first guest. Mr. Machete, welcome to the show. So, you're just a starting weapon, huh? Just a pretty standard melee affair? Yeah? So what was it like to be in this game? Not very talkative today, are you? That's okay. You get the job done. I'm out of questions and you're out of time. So, let's bring out the next guest. Let's keep him coming. Mr. 357 Magnum, my favorite six-shooter. How are you this evening? Stonewalling me, eh? Well, fuck you too, buddy. Just because you're an effective weapon that remains useful throughout the entire game, a rarity for early FPS pistols, doesn't mean you're better than Jeff Galactus. Get him out of here! Mr. M60 Machine Gun, my best friend and the most dependable weapon in the game. You have plenty of ammunition scattered throughout the game, and you can mow down mummies like nobody's business. Now, I know you're shy, so I didn't prepare any questions. Next guest. The Flamethrower, a desperate man's last resort. You barely kill things, you can potentially burn up the player, and you burn through your limited supply of fuel in a flash. What do you have to say for yourself? Of course it's nothing. Play him out, Neil. The Cobra Staff. Practically a rocket launcher. You have splash damage that can kill the player, and your ammo's limited. It's good for getting out of a bind, but not exactly a workhorse weapon. I appreciate you being here. Did you get the gift basket I left backstage? Okay, well, you're a wonderful woman and your presence is always welcome here. What the fuck is this? These are just static images from the game. Are you going to pretend to talk to all of them? You want to run my show? You think you can do this job? People don't even like when you talk about Nintendo controllers. Anyway, we still have the grenades. The Ring of Ra. And of course, the Mummy Staff for when the mummies turn you into a mummy. And it's pretty badass. But I guess you didn't think that they were worth interviewing, despite their many merits. I don't think this talk show makes any fucking sense. I don't crawl up his ass. Whatever. That's it for the gun show. Play us out, Neil. So all in all, Powerslave, not that good.
The console version is better.
Bullshit! Since when is the console version ever better? Especially when it comes to 90s games.
Just this one time. Download Powerslave EX and a PlayStation ROM. Do it. Steal it. Steal it on his computer. He who owns the hard drive committed the sin.
Alright, you heard the demon. It's time for... Oh, no. We are done. I need both of you to get out of my house. Now.
Then tell him about Christmas. Tell him about Christmas, Jeffrey.
What the fuck about Christmas? Yeah, you see, I meant to tell you, see, they don't really do Christmas in hell. They got this whole hang-up about, not celebrating the birth of Christ or whatever. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. So, anyways, I'm a big Christmas guy, big fan of Christ, old friend of Christ. So they're gonna let me come up here and celebrate Christmas with you.
I think I'm gonna have to clear that with my wife.
Hey man, it's a done deal already. Just had to put your eternal soul up as collateral.
You did what now?
See you next week, folks. I gotta be honest, you do not look good in a ponytail.